The weather, and boy, gray skies. I think I saw some rain outside our studios. Please tell me there's some sunshine on the way, please.
Really, right? We started off dry, but now this front has arrived, and we do have the potential for some snow at higher elevations here around the south coast, even towards the Fraser Valley. But first, we do have this snowfall warning in place. That's for the North Columbia. We're expecting another 5 centimeters, already seen 10 already today. We have some air quality advisories in place as well. Vernon's got a dust advisory, so do take caution if you are spending time outdoors in those areas, expecting that snowfall warning to lift after midnight. So that's when we're going to start seeing that snowfall ending. But for us, it's just kicking up through the overnight, and we are expecting wet flurries and again, some potential for local snow at higher elevations. This next big system arrives Friday afternoon into the evening hours. We'll be seeing some wet and windy conditions on the north coast, and we are going to get a break into your day on Friday once we get through tonight. So here's a look at your highway forecast. 10 centimeters expected for the Sea to Sky this evening. The Coquihalla 5 to 10, Allison Pass 5, Rogers Pass 10, and that is also with very gusty wind conditions. So not great conditions at all for the mountain passes, and the highway forecast for tonight into tomorrow. Things do ease off after midnight. So that rain really kicks up in Prince Rupert into the evening, early evening hours. Terrace, we're expecting about 2 to 4 centimeters of wet snow. Smithers, we are going to be seeing some flurries in through the afternoon, and snowfall for Prince George as well with a high of 2 degrees. Looking at southern BC tomorrow, we're going to see some breaks. So we're getting a nice break. Temperatures above freezing, 4 in Kelowna, 5 in Kamloops, sitting at 0 in Valemount, and 3 in Castlegar. So going to be seeing some sunny breaks in through the afternoon, a few showers potentially in the morning for Port Hardy, as well as for the Sunshine Coast and Nanaimo, but otherwise under a mix of sun and clouds once we get into the afternoon hours. So we do have that risk there of those wet flurries in the morning and then clearing out into the afternoon, and especially around Hope, Squamish, likely to see some of those conditions as we start to see that sunshine hopefully poke in through the cloud in through the late afternoon, and then we're going to get very gusty and wet for your family day. So it's going to be a wet one for family day, Anne.
Okay, and Friday's the day, right? Get out while you can. Okay, thanks for that, Steph.
Check our weather forecast. Steph Florian, we brought her off the weekend so she could join us here on a Thursday. Nice to see you on the News Hour.
Great to be here. Thank you.
It's a little cold out there right now, though.
We saw a couple dry days, but this front has arrived. As you can see, we've got wet weather tonight, this afternoon that arrived in through this evening and through the overnight. We even have the potential of seeing some snowfall, some local snowfall, some wet flurries through the overnight into tomorrow morning. And then we'll start to see those clouds decrease. We're going to hit a high of 7 degrees tomorrow and hopefully see some breaks in those clouds in through the afternoon hours. So let's take a look at a few things that we have going on. We have a snowfall warning in place still for the North Columbia region, where we are expecting another 5 centimeters of snowfall this evening. That should ease through after midnight. And then we also have air quality statements in place for the East Columbia as well as for Vernon, where we are having this dust situation and some pollution in the air. So there's our situation with this frontal system bringing snowfall and higher elevations. And then behind me here, you can see this next system arrives Friday afternoon in towards the north coast, and that will bring snowfall inland and wet, gusty conditions for the coastal area. So tonight, it is short-lived, but we do have that potential. There's a look at northern BC tomorrow, so that rain really amps up in through the afternoon for Prince Rupert. Terracing some wet snow with a high of 2 degrees. We'll see snow for Prince George at 2 degrees. As we head to the southern interior, we are going to see possibility of a few flurries in through the morning, but then some breaks in those clouds. 4 for Kelowna, 0 for Valemount, sitting at freezing. Whistler at 3 degrees with a few morning flurries. In through Vancouver Island tomorrow, chance of some showers for Port Hardy, Nanaimo, as well as for the Sunshine Coast. And we are going to be getting some breaks in through the afternoon. But that potential is there for some mixed precipitation in through the morning hours. Saturday, we have a chance of showers. Showers arrive on Sunday, and then it is very wet and windy for your Monday for Family Day. And let's take a look at our weather window, our Centra Windows weather window. Look at this photo Robert and Claudine took while they were flying of the Brocken Spectre in the low clouds north of Port Hardy. You can see that light shining there.
It's very misty.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Thank you very much, Steph. Well, a BC